Hi everyone, welcome back to the Yahn Planetarium at Penn State Behrend. My name is Jim Gavio, and I'm here to give you the update now for October of 2020. And so we will get you right into our program here, our Sky Gazer program as we always use. And I'd like to show you starting the middle of October, right around sunset, as we always do. The sun is about to go down right here in the western sky somewhere. But let's zoom in before we do that, because what I would like to show you is what is near the sun. Right here we have the moon. So in the middle of October, we have the new moon. But even more interesting is we will have two full moons during the month of October this year. October 1st and on Halloween, October 31st, two full moons. So we want to make sure to go out and see that, especially on Halloween. All right, as we get close to sunset, we do have the planet Mercury right here, very close, but it's getting lost in the sun. Let's go a little ways after sunset. Let's go to about 8 p.m. And at 8 p.m. it is nice and dark. And we'll move over to the northern sky, as we always do, where we see the Big Dipper. We want to keep track of this throughout the whole year. So if we were to go back and look at the night sky as we saw it in May or June or July or August, and you can keep track of where the Big Dipper is, you would have noticed that it was starting higher up in the sky, and as we've been going through the summer and into the fall, the Big Dipper is now sinking lower in our night sky. Zoom in a little closer, and we can see the 4 stars of the cup and the 3 stars of the handle of the Little Dipper. Okay, so just a review, as we always like to do, to look at the northern sky. Let's go back over to the south, where, of course, as we have been watching all summer long, Jupiter and Saturn in the southern sky. I would encourage you to still take a look at those if you haven't. If you have a small telescope even, or a pair of binoculars, you may want to try to look at those. Then Sagittarius, which is half man, half horse, the Archer. But of course, the stars that we would be able to see in the night sky are right in here, the brighter stars that make a teapot, which is a little bit difficult here to see, but we would connect these bright stars here to make a handle, draw a line up this way to make the lid. So we have a triangle right here for the lid of the teapot, another triangle for the spout, and we could draw a line across the bottom here to make the bottom of the teapot. So the handle, the lid, the spout, and the bottom. Hopefully you can see that, but a lot of people do have trouble with that one. So then we have, after Sagittarius, we have Capricorn. Capricorn is known as the sea goat. So he has the head of a goat and the tail of a fish. But what we would see in the night sky would look kind of like a triangle. It's all drawn here except for the line across the bottom. We can add that in right across here. And so then we would get what looks like a triangle with a little bent side to it. All right. We like to say it looks like a shoe or a boot. So maybe your toes would be down here, the bottom of the shoe, up the back. Maybe your ankle would be in here somewhere, and back down to your toes. All right, so that is Capricorn, the sea goat. As we move over towards the east, we do have Aquarius. That one's a little difficult to see as far as the stars are concerned. And Pisces, which is also pretty popular, but again, the stars are a little difficult to be able to see in the night sky and to make 2 fish out of that. All right. But what we do have right here that we do want to talk about is Mars. And Mars, I've been mentioning Mars all summer long. If you've had the chance to look at it, maybe with a telescope, it would be a good idea. During the month of October, we have a really good chance to see some markings on Mars, as it is very close now. And again, I'll mention, as I have before, that we have another rover on the way to Mars, which will get there in February. So that makes total sense to send that to Mars while it is close to us. I see Aries the ram Right here, another popular zodiac constellation. But let's zoom out now and take a look at some other objects in the sky that we'd like to mention. This is another popular one, and this is the flying horse. And of course, his name is Pegasus. But what we look for in the night sky is this square. We call this the Great Square of Pegasus. And that's the body of the horse. His front two legs, you can see right here. His head up this way. Those are the easiest parts. And then we have another leg down this way, but the other parts of Pegasus are kind of missing. So the easiest part to see would be the Great Square of Pegasus. And then maybe his head, maybe his two front feet. Okay. We have Andromeda, always another popular constellation to look for, and Cassiopeia, the queen. You can pronounce it either way. So what we would see in the sky would be the W-shaped constellation of Cassiopeia. Okay, so I encourage you to look for that too. All right, so that gives us another good overview of the night sky. Definitely look at Mars if you get a chance, shining brightly in the sky. It will be up after the sun goes down, and will be up all night long. And if you get a chance, don't forget to look at those 2 full moons that we have this year in October. All right, everyone, I thank you again for joining us here at the Yahn Planetarium at Penn State Behrend.